We also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. I see an entry for Dehya Lakmar right here.
Oh, she actually holding the paper. Usually the item's just floating in their hand. Like everybody got telekinesis.
Wait, huh?
What is it, Dehya? Buffs? They actually fixed your kit? There she is. Yo, Nilu, Sino, Tiggy, freaking Lady Yad. Yeah. Y'all can wait a little bit long. I'm here for my girl, Dehya. My girl. Yo, I haven't done a story quest in a minute, though.
What a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
Okay, I don't miss listening to you, though.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
How you doing, baby? Hey, yo, who the freak is that? Girl, MiHoYo can't be forgiven, but you're still my chocolate candle in the dark.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Oh, I think I got something in my throat.
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time.
I told Dehya. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
I think Dehya missing something too.
Anyway.
I feel like something is off about you lately.
A lot of things are off. Jump canceling during burst, garbage to your multipliers, no damage, garbage energy, garbage synergy. A lot of things. A lot of things. So much I can't even list them all.
Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
If only you knew.
Nah.
Did you swear on that?
Nah.
Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know.
Nah.
Just tell me. We're still friends.
All right. I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
Oh, that's the end of the story quest? All right, yeah, well, y'all two have fun, all right?
Okay. Let's talk here.
Oh.
Just try not to draw any extra attention.
Oh, my bad. I had no idea I was part of this conversation. You know, because Lumini hasn't said a single word.
Many mercs are no different than me. Just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. Not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics?
Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics?
Deshret's Relics.
Deshret...
Shut it, Paimon. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relics banner. The brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dehya al-Akmar.
Dehya?
Dehya al-Akmar.
Dehya?
Dehya.
Dehya?
Dehya.
Dehya?
Anyway, the real issue is that Dehya al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
But what did they do?
Yo, don't tell me her dad is some random generated NPC.
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target.
Girl, just tell me what you need. I'll handle anything for you. Mostly because you can't handle it yourself. I mean, I seen you against a hydro slime.
I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross. I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
What about your mother?
I never knew my mother.
Dang.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
It don't sound like he had all bad intentions.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish, until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's Relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They would even openly boast about them. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can...
Yeah.
I see.
It is.
That may be true.
Well, there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
It's okay, girl. It's what I do. Literally, everybody's mess.
Well, she...
I'm inclined to agree. I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
Who is you again?
All right, then let's get moving.
It's time for that Dehya quest. Hey. Yo, the fuck is you standing here for? I'm hyped for this quest. Let's pray it won't be a sleeper like Al.
You're back. Are these two friends of yours?
Excuse you, are you a friend of Dehya? I trust Dehya with my life. Unless I'm fighting a hydro slime.
Oh, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
Terrible!
Yeah, probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Power struggle?
Power struggle.
You can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go.
Nah.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined?
Yeah, and while they went to talk with Khan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked.
Who and who?
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel like
So-
In that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
underestimate...
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the Traveler here.
Oh, Dehya. You really don't need to be nice. All she does is sit in my pocket.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Mane. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys.
Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Hey, yo, my guy, you try to bust a move? I mean, you ain't wrong, but slow your roll. You bite?
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Hey, why have I never heard about this? Are you kidding me?
Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Yo, you know, these bots aren't so bad.
We also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
Yo, ain't no way they still running.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them.
Hey, you can unload on me all you want.
I drew up a map. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening.
Okay, that was kind of cute.
Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Especially you, 'cause we all know how you do in a fight. I gotta stop. Okay, no more trashing on Dehya for the rest of this video.
Here they come.
Y'all want this work? Ooh, here we go.
You're dead meat!
I thought there'd be more, but
You're the Flame Mane.
dog, I didn't know we was fighting level 10 enemies.
Good. That saves me an introduction. Are you buddies with Khan al-Akhmar now? Tell me, what are they after? You've got 5 seconds.
Shut your
2 seconds.
my guy, you just took a duke?
Huh? He tried to bite off his own tongue.
Well,
Shut it, Paimon.
Yo, it feels good not having to be the only one to say shut up to Paimon. I'm glad I got Dehya with me to say it too.
Let's search the area. They should have a record of their transactions. Yep, I see an entry for Khan al-Akhmar right here.
Oh, she actually holding the paper. Usually the item's just floating in their hand, like everybody got telekinesis.
Wait, huh?
What is it, Dehya? Buffs? They actually fixed your kit?
Shahzaman Homayani?
Homayani.
Shahzaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father. What this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Khan al-Akhmar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past? I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. True friendship is built on trust.
Preach, Dehya, preach.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're...
Actually,
I see.
it concerns the master.
The master.
The master.
My father has been...
Yeah.
I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me, so why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
Cause who wouldn't want Dehya as their bodyguard?
If my father...
My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. The Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years. Could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing.
Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the traveler, and next to her is her travel companion, Paimon.
Man's got the goatee and the rat tail. Ugly. Oh, my guy looks like a swindler. I don't trust him.
We wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention.
Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer. It's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Wait.
Yes, Kusela's heartfelt efforts.
I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him.
Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. A group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
That's racist.
I sensed that he was a devoted father. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door.
Man, I knew he was gonna be some random NPC.
So, what happened to him?
I'm not too sure myself, but he kept coming back to the topic. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
So maybe he's just trying to get rid of Dehya, so I guess she'd be safe over here. Or so she can make like an honest living.
He hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous. If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
There's a man on the list named Jawed.
Jawed.
Thank you, sir.
I'll stay and be with my father here.
Girl, you wasn't coming anyway.
I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Okay, maybe he was a good guy. Maybe he's good. Look for Jawad at night. Jawad. Oh, there you are.
Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to.
Shh, we should take this elsewhere. This place should do.
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Yo, hold up, that detail?
Wait.
Shut it.
She said it. I'm taking that line too. Yo, Ed to me about to have a ton of fun with Dehya in more ways than one.
All right. Sheesh. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert.
Now that's more like it. Let's move.
Yes, ma'am. Jawad.